Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just to let everybody know, these meetings are televised live. When you approach the podium, please tell us who you are, the business you represent, and you can lay your plans out on the table next to the podium. So we have a rather long agenda tonight, but I think it's going to move pretty quick, so hopefully we'll get you out in a timely manner. So before we ask our first applicant to come up, has everybody had a chance to review the minutes from last month? Would somebody like to make a motion for approval?
I motion to approve the minutes of July 2025.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, your
Aye.
mic's off. Okay.
Aye.
All right, great. All right. Yeah. Okay, our first applicant tonight is DRB 2025-47, the application of Giant at 550 East Lancaster Avenue for parking lot signage. Welcome, sir.
Good evening. Howard Liebold, representing Giant Food Stores and ADUSA in relationship to application for their property at St. David's Square. The application before you is to add 4 directional signs within the parking lot and 6 parking spot identification signs associated with their new Giant Direct program, where you can order your food online. You pull in and somebody delivers that food to your car. They are identifying these 6 parking spots for that purpose. And in a large location, there would be some directional signage back to back here and here, indicating the directions to those spots. And then there would be signage at those spots indicating which spot you were located in to have that food delivered to your vehicle. We believe that all of these signs comply with the ordinance requirements, and when we calculate the overall area of this signage along with the existing facade sign that is there, we are well within the ordinance limitations along those lines. In fact, Mr. Kohansky indicated to me that we sort of double counted because they're back-to-back signs. Mm-hmm. We counted both faces of those signs, and we don't, or he indicated it's not necessary to do that. From our standpoint, this should hopefully be a very simple matter, and certainly happy to answer any of your questions related to this. I will say none of the proposed spots to be utilized for this purpose change handicap accessibility or those designated parking spots in any way.
Mm-hmm. Questions, comments?
Well, I have a question because
Just bring the mic over, okay.
the area of the signs exceeds our directional signs requirements or size.
The ones at 20 by 14?
Well, we could call them
It's the height.
instructional signs, and you'll be under the code.
Yeah,
So-
it's actually the height, the 3-foot
Yeah.
height.
Under instructional signs, you're allowed a maximum of 6 feet high and 30 square feet. I think you just need to change your terminology. Directional signs, you only get 4 square feet and 3 feet high. So it's really just
Okay.
just calling them instructional signs instead of directional signs.
All right.
It's as simple as that.
We will agree to that change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so when you
Just
submit for the
terminology
permit, just say instructional signs
instead of
on your
directional.
application.
No lighting and nothing else. What we see is what we're going to get.
Nope, no lighting. They are going to do some painting in those parking spots to help designate them so that regular shoppers will not utilize them, but that's
Okay.
the only other
Okay.
change.
All right. Greg, any comments? No, you're good? Okay. Jane, you're good?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to take this first one.
All right.
Okay.
For DRB 2025-47, the Giant store in St. David's, we move for approval if the name on the sign is changed from directional signage to instructional signage.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. All right, next on the agenda is DRB 2025-48, the application of the Agnes Irwin School at 275 South Ethan Avenue for a new fence along Browning Lane. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How you
Good
doing?
evening. Doing well.
Good to see you.
Old shoes, but doing well.
There you go, man.
Rob Lambert, Site Engineering Concepts here on behalf of the Agnes Irwin School. The Agnes Irwin School recently is in the process of resurfacing what they refer to as Carter Field. That's the closest to Browning Lane. As part of that process, they've been had some neighbor engagement and talked about replacing the fence along Browning. Right now, there's a small split rail fence. It was preferred to have a larger fence along there to preclude access from Browning. And so we're proposing an estate-style fence right along the right-of-way line of Browning Lane.
Rob, do you have these photographs with you?
I didn't bring that photograph.
Want to
but I
lay them
can-
out on the table? Yeah, that's great. Just so our viewers at home can see exactly
Yeah.
where we're going to get there.
Put it-
Okay. Comments, questions for Rob?
I think it's a better fence than the split rail fence along the property lines with the residents and with the school.
Greg, what do you think?
I'm fine.
You're good?
It's a lot better.
I'm good.
Okay. Rob, the height of that fence is
I believe it was a 6-foot fence.
6 foot, and that meets the code? Okay, good. Okay. And how about the neighbors? Are they in agreement with the fence?
Yeah, I believe in their communications with immediate neighbors that they all prefer this fence.
Okay. And location is just in kind, same
Yes.
spots?
Generally, actually, the existing fence is actually closer to Browning. This pushes it back outside of the right-of-way line.
Okay, good.
I can have a scary comment. I once saw a deer impaled on one of those fences, and it was alive.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Rob, anything else you want to bring to our attention?
Nope, I think that was about it.
Pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, this one should be an easy one.
Okay. Any other comments for Rob, questions? Nope. You
No,
guys are good?
that was
Greg,
my
want
one
to take this one?
comment.
Sure.
For application DRB 2025-48, move to approve for the Agnes Irwin School located at 275 South Ethan Avenue, Bryn Mawr, PA. Proposed to replace the existing split rail fence along the Browning Lane edge of their property with a new Summit-style aluminum estate aluminum fence.
Okay, for a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Is that yours? Is it James?
Oh, thanks.
All right, next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2025-49, the application at Radnor Crossing Apartments at 284 Ivan Avenue for outside patio, kitchen, pergola, and seating. Hello there.
How we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Neil Hammerschlag on behalf of Radnor Crossing.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be here. I'll start with an apology. I forgot my paperwork packet, so I'm going to try and work off my iPad here.
Sure.
And that is not going to work.
Here, you want to,
You know what, I'll share it, we'll just share, because it might be easier to come up with that on that. So thank you for providing a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Thank you for the details you did,
Yeah.
and the examples of the book, it's very, very,
Very nice.
Yes. A little out of order here, so I apologize.
okay,
for
take your
that.
time.
You guys all see the details on the brick, so I guess
Yeah.
probably not worthwhile to go into the paver coloring so much.
I think he's not on the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Just make sure you're speaking to the mic or we have a handheld if you're more comfortable with that.
I said, you guys all see the pictures of the stone and the installation instructions and all that, so it's probably not worthwhile to get into all that detail, since it's right in front of you. Cut sheets on the lights, representative sampling of the proposed furniture, cut sheets on the grills that go in the kitchen, cut sheets on the string lights that hang from the pergolas, installation details for the pergolas, including footings. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for the picture, the rendering, which is a little more. I do not see it. It's missing here.
Yeah, we have a photograph. Okay. No, it's probably a good idea for people to get an idea.
Would you want to start with the photo? With the photos of what the area looks like now?
You want to do the existing?
Yes,
Sure, we can do
I
that.
have them right here.
I was trying to find the rendering of the, here you go.
There we go.
So right now you have stairs that come down off of a.
Why don't you use this? I think it'll.
Sorry, right now you have stairs that come out of the office. Kind of comes down to an elevated pool. The pool has a small Trex decking around it, so there's actually a landscape detail that's going to go kind of in that area. And then there's another set of stairs as you come down the hillside or the retaining wall. And the stairs actually come into this kind of flat decked area. So we're proposing to basically start at the bottom rise, so it'll remove this kind of walkway in a sense, and then the flat stage area, for lack of a better phrase, and the patio area, and just a more current modern patio.
Okay. I think we've probably all looked through the packet.
Oh, yeah, I
Is
did.
there anything specific, questions?
No,
or-
and they also included a landscape plan, which was very nice.
Mhm. So you're going to do landscaping, paving, the pergola, LED lighting, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So the only lighting that is called out for will be like cafe lighting, like string lights from the pergola.
Okay.
And then so when you're street level, and the patio's in front of you, and you're looking up to the elevated pool, on the edge of the decking there are kind of just wall pack lights. Just, I didn't even include those, they're just black down lights, basically, so that's the only lighting, and that will all be LED.
And in that area, are you close to neighbors at all, or is there any?
I mean, it's an apartment community,
Yeah.
so
But no-
close is a relative term.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Not going to be an issue with noise or lights or anything?
No, and they restrict usage, and things are on timers, and,
Gotcha.
you know.
Okay.
It's more the non-community residents, right?
Yeah.
The homes.
Yeah,
The home,
yeah, yeah.
non-community residents.
Right.
Oh, it's in the middle of the community, there's no,
Okay. And, hey, Andy, quick question for you. I guess a lot of this will have to go through the health department.
So it would need a grading permit,
grading permits in, we're dealing
And
with
then
Chris in the office
building
now.
permits. If it's just like a grilling area used for the residents to use, and not to like have a caterer or a company use,
Yeah.
probably no issue with the health department.
No, we do like California kitchens all the time, it's just for community use.
Yeah.
What about,
We'll review all that on the formal application to
We're,
us.
we're in now
Anything
for
else?
grading and stormwater management, so.
That's fine.
and would that include the furniture, the fire retardant furniture?
We would check
aspect
the
You guys would check?
ratings on everything.
Okay, the ratings,
All
okay,
right, good.
thanks.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. Looks like your application's pretty complete. I didn't see anything that's missing or
No, I don't
anything like that. So, I mean, it looks good. I think it'll be great for the residents and,
I hope so.
yeah. No, it looks like you did a nice job there, so. Any other questions, comments? No?
I
We're
think
good?
there's a very complete packet,
Yeah,
everything from the colors of the pavers, to the deck, to the fire pit, to the
Right.
lighting, to the landscape, and even called out plants. So,
good. All right. Anything else you want to bring before the board tonight?
I think I'm all set.
I think you are too, so I guess Jane, your
Okay.
turn.
For, oh, Jesus, where am I? Excuse me. DRB, here we are. For DRB 2025-49, I believe. 49. For Radnor Crossing Apartments, for a new outdoor amenity for the residents, new new steps, new pavers, a fire pit, a pergola, and lighting. I move for approval.
Do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, great. Thanks a
you.
lot. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right, next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2025-50, the Brandy Wine at Radnor Hotel, 165 King of Prussia Road, for the complete sign package.
Hi.
Hello there.
Thanks for having us. I'm Will Golden. I'm our Vice President. Sorry about that.
Whatever easier.
Yeah.
You hear us there?
Nice and loud, so.
Sure.
Okay.
So my name is Will Golden. I'm our Vice President of Construction, responsible for the development of the site on 155 and 165 King of Prussia Road. We're here tonight to commence what we envision to be a three-phase process here. We understand that there is a zoning review board component to this, but first we wanted to present our concepts and what we envisioned for the site to your team and this board for your feedback. We would then intend to go to the zoning review board to follow for their approval, and then circle back with this board for final approval with all remaining details and just to verify conformance of both your feedback and zoning. So that's why we wanted to come here first and get started. I'm here with Phil Dubroff of PMDI Signs. He's our signage vendor for the project, and he'll be able to walk you through the details of the property, the overall site. We're going to focus on the hotel, but obviously it's a larger site that includes the newly constructed office building for Arkema. It's roughly 150,000 square foot office. On the east side of the property, along the high-speed rail line, there's a 830 car structured precast parking garage. And then on the south side of the site, which has a shared access road, is Penn's medical office building and their structured parking. So the hotel component, it's a 120-key hotel. And that's going to be the final piece of kind of the overall site development there. So we're here to present our plans and get your opinion there.
Love to see him.
Thanks.
Okay.
Phil?
You're here for signage only, not for facade colors or things like that? Lighting, or you'll be back?
Just
for all that?
signage.
Signage, okay.
Okay, Phil Dubroff representing PMDI Signs, as Will referenced. And we'll start with so there's a series of different types of signs. We have wall signs, instructional signs, and monument signs to help navigate from the road into the site and, just help people find their destination. So we'll start with the wall signs. So this is the west elevation that we would have for identification. Now these would be a reverse channel letter. Actually, I brought one. So this would be, why not, right?
Why not? Yeah.
So this is typical construction. Now these, depending on the size, they may be deeper. So what happens is that a wall sign, in this case, will be a halo lit. So that means that there's no direct LED. So you can see the way it's constructed. The LEDs are reflecting on the inside. When you mount it off the wall, like this, it creates a halo around the letter. So it's a very discrete illumination that's consistent with the buildings, and it doesn't overpower any of the surrounding. So that's the idea. When we're saying reverse channel, that's exactly what we're discussing. So on the east side, you can see that we're going up a bit higher. So it's 48 feet, and the allowance is 15 foot per code. Okay, so that would be one of the reasons why we'd be going to zoning. Okay, and the reason for that is that on the different elevations, it's actually, the hotel's actually tucked in behind the Arkema building. And it's very difficult. I was just driving by tonight just to verify everything, and it's obscure elevation, so that's why we're saying the height would be required, so you can see it a little bit further. And that would be on both elevations, again, where we exceed the height limits. And again, we're under, well, on the one elevation, the west elevation, we're proposing 137.5 square feet. And that, what we're doing, the way, you know, the town measures their square footage is going to the outside perimeter of the largest area. So that would be this logo going around if you drew a rectangle around the entire. So basically, it would be like this. Okay, so you're drawing a rectangle around the entire perimeter of the graphic. Okay, so those would be those two elevations. Okay,
So on the west elevation, naturally, you're too high,
correct.
and you're too large also?
Excuse me?
The size, the signage
The
is
size.
too large?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you would look for relief for both of those?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, then we go to the entry, and what's really fascinating about this site is that the entry to the hotel, so this is the,
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Because I know where the one side of this skinny building, the skinny side is facing Radnor Chester Road.
yes,
Okay.
that would
so
be the
that's
west.
That's the west. So the east side is going to be on the back side, next to the P and W,
P and W is,
the trolley.
yeah, sure. You know what?
Well,
Right here.
I got that. But I was like,
Right.
why did I put a sign back there?
So that would be to, the east side would be on the elevation facing SEPTA. Yeah,
Well, okay.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
is there a need for a sign on that side of the building? I mean, the SEPTA line from 69th Street, it stops there, but it stops a little bit further, doesn't it?
It's pretty close to that.
Oh, pretty close.
Yeah,
think it
it's
is.
shared, it's the shared, no, please. Yeah, go for it.
Point to this
Yeah.
here. So, to give you just some orientation, so obviously here.
I'm sorry, Will?
Yeah.
Will?
All right, we got it.
I'm sorry.
Got it. So here on this side is the rail, and you can see right here is actually the parking area and stop location. So it ends up being in very close proximity, so, which is one of the reasons because of that sight line. And we had the same question, right? Can you see it past the garage? Is there value there? And then as we really evaluated it, we do think that there's a benefit there. So that is the east elevation that you'll see with the SEPTA line. And then to your point, the west elevation here, kind of sitting back, and here's King of Prussia Road down on the planned south side. So, and then Phil's going to start speaking to the main entrance, which, to his point, kind of sits somewhat uniquely in the courtyard of the overall site.
Will they need a variance to put another sign on the other side of the building? Because this building is not on a corner.
Well,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to go to zoning hearing board
But
for
if,
everything.
when you
Yeah.
go, you may have to ask for a variance to put a sign on that side of the building, right?
Well, it'll be two sides that are pretty much allowed the two signs.
Oh, okay. I
would
thought it was
think, yeah.
only for signs on the corner.
I think we could look at that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, well, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have the marquee sign as you enter that just reinforces the entry to the hotel. And that has all the clearances. Let me see, we have, a few years ago, I would have been able to read this. So, yeah, we're 15 foot per code above grade. It goes a little bit higher, so then we'd have to ask for relief for that as well.
Might as well, yeah.
Right. And then the other item would be the hotel plaque. You have it listed as a tribute portfolio on yours. We just changed it to hotel plaque because to leave it open until the final decision on what goes there. And that's just an 8-inch by 18-inch
Okay.
etched sign, non-illuminated, just flush mounted to the wall.
Is that, I mean, a long way from opening up, is that going to be the name of the hotel, or you're still working on that?
That's why we put it a generic hotel
Okay.
plaque.
All right,
Exactly.
The Brandywine at Radnor, is that still up in the air, or is that
Yes.
pretty well locked in?
Yeah.
Is this developed by the Brandywine Corporation? Brandywine Realty Trust. Brandywine Realty Trust, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the signs associated with the building proper.
Okay, so what do you guys feel about the front sign, the
I'm
entryway
fine
sign?
with-
Wall signs first.
Okay, we're going to backtrack.
Go for it.
Backtrack, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah, go, Greg.
What percentage over the code are you looking for on the wall sign on the east? The first one on the face.
Yeah. On the east, I mean, I think that's really going to be dependent on what What we can,
What's
well,
the code?
So the
They're
code-
allowed 15 feet high, they wanted to be at.
And what do you want to be at?
this is at 48 for the east elevation, and it's a little bit less, it's what, 9 square feet less than what's allowed. So it says 124 square feet because of the measurements of the front of the building, you know, the elevation of the building is allowed so many.
Okay, size-wise, it's just too high.
It's just, yeah, it's fine, but the percentage of how much higher are you going over the code? Percentage?
You could say, what, 300%, three times.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah, so it's if 15, and we're projecting 48 to the very top. So that's
We've had, like, the
Lincoln Financial.
Financial Center. They've got
Lincoln
I think, a
Financial.
sign on their 4th floor, which is well over grade. But, you know, they went for zoning and they were granted the okay, so, yeah, I mean, you could ask for anything.
Right.
Doesn't mean you get it. Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, that was his bite. Square footage, you're over by about what percentage?
On the west, the east is okay, the west is over.
10, 9, say
5%?
20, 2 times 9, 18, yeah, roughly 20, 25%.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good from here.
Right.
yeah, no, that's good. So the front sign, Jane, you had your comment about that?
Over the entrance?
The main entryway?
Yeah, the only thing, they're a wee bit over the
Yeah.
height limit, but they can, that's not exact.
Sure. Okay, and you guys are aware of that naturally, it's 15, so,
Well, the front sign, yeah, there's, according to zoning, is 203 square foot allowed. We're proposing 64.
yeah, you know, you're fine size-wise.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Any other questions then, as we move along?
No, I'm
Wall-
fine.
two
No,
wall
no, no, no.
signs, entry sign, tribute
Yeah.
sign, okay. And I know you have some other things in your packet there.
Alrighty, so let's start with the site signage. So the entry that would be shared with Penn would be, this would go on the other side of the street, this monument sign, identifying, let me just see here, okay. Would be identifying the site and the different entities that are in there. One of the key elements here would be, in addition to the hotel, are the other, you know, the restaurant that would be in there, coffee shop, things like that. Now, again, these are generic names. And so that helps, you know, again, reinforces all of, you know, signage is really about reinforcing a sense of arrival. And we want to get the people off the street in a safe way. So that serves the purpose there. So we have the sign at 44.5 square feet. Of course, it's a double-sided sign, and the allowance per code is 75 square feet. Okay.
Okay, which one are you looking at?
Now, we're looking at Monument A, this one right here. So that would be right at the entry at the road, accessing the entire site.
And you're proposing
Actually,
to have
it's
the-
right here. Right here is where it is.
Where, right there?
Yeah. So then the Penn sign is on the other side of that entry. So this would go under that oak tree, basically.
And the individual entities' names would be slightly off the monument sign?
Yeah, that's a design element that would break up the plane instead of just a straight sign. So then, so the restaurant signs underneath, they're tucked in under the Brandywine Hotel sign, or would, you know, the actual name, and then above Arkema.
Do you have the colors?
Well, actually, okay, so the brick we're picking up off the building, so we'll be using the same building, the same brick that the building has, details of the main, the Arkema building as for the bases throughout all here. And then it would be a series of grays.
I don't know the color.
Oh, they're gonna come,
Okay,
you
gotta
guys are
come
gonna be
back
back
anyway.
anyway.
Right, okay.
so,
Right.
Yeah, this is just, almost preliminary first time.
But we're actually, look, we're just to your point, we're very sensitive to the colors.
Sure.
And absolutely tying it in. So there's this delicate balance when you're doing signage, not to make it functional and yet tie in architecturally. So there's got to be some connection to the building and the environment. Okay, now because the zoning says, I think it's what, 200 to 400 square feet?
200.
200. So now we're going with the secondary monument sign that would be by the bus.
These monument signs, 200 feet up.
That would be by the bus station, and then as you come around Radnor, Chestnut Road, I mean, you really need that you really need the sign there as well as the wall sign. So that tells you, it ties you into, again, the hotel, and then it also identifies the parking. That's why it serves as a monument sign and an instructional sign. It ties in, it shows you where parking is, and for shipping and receiving, for Arkema deliveries as well. So that's this guy.
Do you think you should emphasize parking a little bit more?
Yeah, we can certainly do that,
Well,
absolutely.
it's not for me.
Hmm?
But the coffee shop and the restaurant sign are now centered on the monument sign.
That's right.
Okay. Wasn't just a,
But the bottom ones are more instructional signs, correct?
Right, so then, yes, we'll move into the instructional signs once we get into the site.
oh, I thought this was a monument sign at the entrance.
Yeah, there's 2 monument signs, that's what we're proposing.
Let's just go back. So the monument signs are the one on the left, correct? On the screen there?
They're different.
Yeah, this goes over to the entrance on that, on the road that would access the SEPTA.
Well, just point out where your 2
Okay,
monument signs
so-
are on the map there.
Okay, so we have them, hold on. There's one here and one here would be the 2
2
monuments.
monument signs, and they're at least 200 feet apart,
Oh, yeah,
correct?
absolutely,
All right.
yes.
Okay, and those monument signs are the ones we see on the far left, the ones that are offset a little bit?
Yes, on these, yes.
No, the paper to the left of that.
Yes, this would be the one by the Penn entrance?
Right, they're the monument signs.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That would, well, this is actually, what this shows is each side of the monument sign for what you'd see. So these signs, these would be extending towards the road, just because, you know, it gives you a little bit more visibility as opposed to just having flesh.
Okay.
All right, so that goes to the Penn side of the site. And again, just the offset is a design element that allows us to actually, you know, use a larger sign for the hotel identification, and then still fall within the zoning allowance for the size of the monument signs. And then these, so one of the things that we think about, so if you consider this as we call it a family of signs. So as opposed to having each sign identical, okay? And you could say that well, actually, where the Penn is, that's the main entry. So that has a little bit more detail and more information.
Right.
And then the other one is smaller, and again, it has the other information that's relevant to the hotel to get you in there.
Right.
So they're related to your point, would be to materials. So you have the brick as the base, the gray for the main background of the sign, and then the colors would be relevant to the final branding design.
So the 2 instructional signs you have, right?
Excuse me?
2 instructional signs?
No, so now we actually go and we have
Are
3.
they going to be
3.
lit?
So just point out where the 3 are, the 3 instructional signs.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, and on the map, where are they located?
Yeah, so this instructional sign is a little bit larger, and it has the logos, so it reinforces people, because at that point, people coming from SEPTA, from the train, would also want to know where Arkema is as well. So we're identifying that, we're identifying the parking, and then the hotel.
And it's located where exactly?
Now, that is going to be right by, there's an island right here,
Okay,
okay?
all right.
And so that, I'm not sure, let me see what we have here. Right, and to your question, we're determining if this needs to be illuminated.
I'm sorry?
I said, we're determining if this really needs to be illuminated.
Okay.
So this is instructional sign, so we're going 14.4 square foot because it's an instructional, 30 foot is your allowance.
Yeah, you just have to watch, your one sign's a little high, you're allowed 6 feet.
Right, we're at
The one you're
70.
showing is a little high. The sign A, instructional sign A,
Right, so we'll go to 72, bring that
you're
down.
a little higher. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Okay, and then you have, once you get into the site, we have the other instructional signs that tell you, okay, I'll bring these up.
So this is A and this is B?
where the hotel is, Arkema parking, deliveries, and we're showing what the double-sided sign would say on each side, because it's going to be relevant on each, you're not going to have the same information on each side of the sign. So as people enter the site, they'll be able to navigate fairly quickly and safely, actually, which is key.
Don't they look like monument signs to you? Don't they look like monument?
Yeah, that's the way I feel the same way you're saying. Yeah. We're just kind of saying that you're,
limited.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The code limits you to 2 monument signs, and that you're calling that.
An instructional.
called Sign A, because it's no better description, right, the top left-hand side there.
Yeah.
Yeah, instructional sign A.
So you're
Calling
saying,
it an instructional sign, but it looks like a monument sign. I mean, that's,
so it's really
have a
interesting.
little bit of parking note there, but it's really not instructional.
Okay, I mean,
Well, I'm just.
No,
We're just having a discussion, I'm just.
no, yeah, I mean,
Because we run into this a lot, we just ran into with the, what do you call it?
the giant,
Just did that.
the
Right.
giant,
No.
oh,
Right.
some other, okay. So, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, but you are,
Have to determine it, but
we are telling
I don't
people,
see a lot of people coming off the, well, it might be workers, but I don't see a lot of people.
You can read that out loud, and I think it answers your question.
Maybe it does. All right. Instructional sign, a sign located within the interior of a lot, generally not visible from the street or adjoining properties, which provides information as to the location, interior operation, and/or use of the building or facilities.
right,
That's pretty much on the one over there.
it's instructional,
Yeah. That's
right.
the way I feel. You're trying to get a third monument sign.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I-
We're working on.
Yeah.
Are these things lit interior? Are they
Well,
going
we
to be
haven't
lit?
talked about that yet.
The smaller ones won't be, and I'm not sure that, we'll have to see what the lighting plan is and see what the ambient lighting is.
Right, so the question is, you have to decide, and you go to the board for a variance, but that sign A looks to me, I don't know about you folks, as a third monument sign, and I'm not sure the value, if you're trying to get people off the train, I'm not sure a lot of people who are training are most likely going to be employees and not
Visitors,
not
like,
visitors or visitors to the hotel.
right.
So you may run into a problem.
Okay, so so we should just record this as saying, hey, this could be construed as a monument sign, a third monument sign, is that what?
Well, that's
Now
gonna be
you're
a
pushing
challenge.
it probably.
Now it's gonna be a challenge for you.
Yeah.
So you may want to consider, these other ones are fine, they're instructional fine.
Right,
They're all
right.
fine, it's just, it
Yeah.
appears to us like a third monument
Not to
sign.
interrupt, Greg,
I'm
I
sorry.
completely agree with you. I think
I'm
that-
sorry, you're going to have to use the mic.
Sorry.
Not to interrupt there, Greg, but I completely agree with you, and as you look at it through that lens, I think you're correct. So we'll revisit that particular instructional sign and just make minor tweaks to make sure when we come back before your group, we'll make it very clear that, and through zoning, but that it is truly instructional, because our intent there is really to continue to direct folks to the garage and those different areas. So I think we'll work with Phil to modify those details, so we kind of, I think, align a little better with the overall intent there. But it's good feedback. I think we can accomplish
Through the
both.
path of zoning, right, all the
Correct.
Right.
variances. The
Yeah,
more
so that's great
variances you have,
feedback, yeah.
Harder things get, as you well know.
Yeah, so we'll make that adjustment. Thank you.
Okay, good. Jane, you're okay?
I'm
so
okay
far?
with that, yeah.
You're good, okay. Okay, so, and then you have the two smaller ones,
Right.
They're
and
they're located inside here.
And they could
This is
be-
instructional here.
depending on the,
This location, instructional one, 2B is a non-issue. That's
Right.
Interior. This 1B is also exterior, right?
yeah, let's see here.
The 1B.
Right.
Again, point out on the map just where those two
Well, it's right
smaller
here,
ones
there's
are.
1B,
Okay.
right? So what that does also just reinforces where Arkema parking is and deliveries. So that,
I mean, I have no problem with that.
No, that's,
Yeah.
it's this, no, it's the location of this
Right,
right here.
right.
This- Of 1B.
Yeah. Okay. So tonight, like you mentioned, you're kind of like
we're trying,
throwing stuff out at us, and we're looking at it and giving
Right.
feedback and stuff.
that's exactly right.
So would you feel more comfortable coming back to our board next month with some revisions? And we'll call it a continuation, have you come back? I mean, you guys are a long
mean-
way from opening up, so.
Well, I mean, Will, that's,
How would you like to approach it?
yeah.
So I think our preferred approach would be to take this feedback, go to zoning, and work through the variance process as it relates to heights and those components. And then we've always then intended to come back to your group, where then we can get into detail of color, all the lighting, final naming, and all those components and materials. So if that's acceptable to this board, we'd like to take this feedback as, if it's a continuation or if you call it conditional, really that nomenclature is kind of at your discretion, but that would be what we would propose doing.
Continuation.
Andy, what do you feel?
Continuation would be the best way to go
That's
forward.
what
Have
I
them come
feel.
back here next month.
I agree with that.
Yeah, after they go through the zoning process and get everything that they can get there.
Yeah.
That way, the board, when you're making your decisions, everything's locked in.
Gotcha.
There's no
Okay,
more
so-
variance requests, we're done.
Okay, so have them come back here next
So
month.
that would be the way to do it, is continuance.
I
Okay,
think come back after they get their zoning.
Yeah, after the zoning approvals.
Yeah.
after zoning approvals. Okay.
Yes, and when they have those in hand, that's when they should come back.
Okay.
Yes.
But yet they don't have, like, the lighting schemes or anything like that. We can clear that up after they go to zoning.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah, we'll get into the details and final approvals at
Okay.
this level.
all right, you guys are good with that then?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
That's great.
All right. Okay. All right. Anything else? I think we covered just about everything.
Yeah,
As far as
that's
signage
great.
goes. So you've got our feedback. I just had one other question. I was just looking for your so-called, let's see here. Hold tight. All right, your instructional sign, 2B.
Right.
All right, we'll call them instructional signs, and again, they're on the road.
One is.
Yeah, one
The
is.
other one's in the, one,
Yeah.
is it BA, which one is it? No,
One is,
1 second.
Yeah.
These are the ones we're, sign A.
Right,
Sign
that's-
A.
yeah.
And sign 1B, if you read the code for instructional, it's interior, and that's where you're running into a challenge. And then the second challenge is sign A looks, acts, feels like a monument sign, which would be a third. So that's where you have to,
Yeah.
what was that?
So
So-
instructional sign 1B, what's the square footage on that?
Hold on. That is, 1B is 8 square feet.
Okay. All right, so,
So both of those, B and A, 1B and 2B are both the same size, 4 square feet.
What did you say it was not?
Excuse me?
What was the square? I'm doing the math in my head here 3 times.
Okay, so sign A, hold on, I can give you,
No, we're not worried about sign A. This is
so,
the sign.
yeah, that's,
It's the base.
okay, so each of those Bs are 4 square feet. Understanding that,
okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, under the code, directional sign designating points of ingress and egress to a property. So that would be okay along the road, provided your size is no larger than, I believe it's 4 square feet. So, yeah,
Okay,
all right.
4 square feet.
So 4
You're
square
actually a little
feet,
bit less
no
than-
higher than 3 square feet from grade.
Right, so,
Okay.
well, 3, okay, so are we from grade? Right, so we're 45.
Here's 3.
So, okay, so we'll adjust that as well.
So we can call that a directional sign, no problem putting along the road because it's an egress.
Yeah.
Ingress.
Because it
In
fits.
Lowe's, yeah, in Lowe's, not more than 4 square feet and 3 feet from grade. Got it?
No.
Yeah.
But that's, right, but that's for this 1B one, that's that, we're still having, they're gonna have a big challenge with this. sign
Right,
A here.
right, yeah,
So 1B, if you get those within the code,
yeah.
Yep.
it'll act like an instructional, then you don't have a problem.
Or
Okay, so we're going to go,
Directional.
Directional.
so the instructional, we're allowed more than 36 inches, no?
No, instructional, you're allowed 30 square feet, 6 feet high.
So that falls within that without a problem for instructional. Now, are you saying
Yeah,
that,
but again, instructional should be within the interior of the lot.
doesn't-
okay,
you guys wanna put it
okay,
on
so
the
what you're
road.
saying is
Won't match the other one.
1B is a directional,
Yes,
and then 2B is instructional.
You could call it that, yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So anything along the road should be kind of a directional sign. You're directing traffic in and out. So just, you guys, look at the code. It's pretty clear.
If they're pointing out where parking is, it's a directional sign.
Yeah. Or egress or.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
these ones inside,
Mhm.
these, 1B and 1
2B.
and 2B
Yeah, it's
are,
real-
pointing out
Depends
parking.
upon
Mm.
location and stuff.
Okay, all right.
All right.
And this, the video of this meeting will be played again on the Radnor's website channel.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, good.
well, this is great. Thank you.
What other comments, questions, anything like that? All right, I don't know, is it your turn or Greg's turn to make a motion?
Motion to continue this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you shoot your mic. Nice.
I gotta make sure I'm on the right one here. I moved to the next one already, so I got it right
I
here.
can do it.
Okay.
I can do it.
For the applicant, DRB 2025-50, the Brandywine at Radnor Hotel on 165 King of Prussia Road, we motion for a continuance?
Yes.
Get more specific or not?
I think that should do it, yeah.
But after,
Okay.
continuance till after zoning.
Continuance after the zoning board's review and approval or comments,
Perfect.
Okay.
direction.
Do we hear a second?
Thanks for the input. Thanks.
Second,
Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
aye.
Lisa and Andy, you guys are good with that?
Everything's
Okay.
fine with that. I
Okay.
think that's the way to go.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Okay.
okay.
Move on next.
Comes in front of us, has to have a vote or addressed, not just discussed, but addressed, whether it's going to be continued or we approve or we disapprove. There has to be some resolution like that, those three for everyone who comes in.
Right, right. Okay. Did you take my?
We take yours?
Big bid. Okay, that is the agenda for tonight. I gave it to you to call out the number, but that's okay. Okay, next tonight is DRB 2025-51, the application of Ballard Designs. Is that the way it's written on the
Ballard Designs.
Ballard Designs for wall signage?
For Wallside, yeah, I'm Rocco Gaskins. I'm with Abco Signs. We're the local installer for Persona Triangle. They're the company that makes the signs for Ballard. And so that's, what I'm here for.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they're
Stab
proposing,
here.
I'll just start with, on the facade, they're proposing a set of face-lit channel letters, but not just a plastic, white plastic face. I have material samples if you want them. The face on the channel letters will be a perforated, as opposed to a stark white. It lights up more as like a light gray at night than
Okay.
than a stark white. But it's white plastic and it has a perforated vinyl on it. If you want, I can bring these up.
No, that's fine. You can leave 'em right there.
This is would be the sides of the channel letters. It's called Deep Caviar. It's a job I've always wanted to sit in a paint office and come up with the names for these paint colors. And then for the blade sign would be a satin black.
Okay.
Unless I have samples here if you want to take a closer look at them.
I think it looked.
I believe we have the sizes of the signs here, and we were
So why
told
don't
we
you
were
walk
allowed.
us through the wall sign first?
Okay, yes, the
Kinda
wall sign,
Give us the details on it and everything.
Yeah, it'd be 1'4" by 17 foot 11 3/8, and that's 23.93 square feet. The blade sign would be 2 foot by
No,
2
just
foot
stick to
6.
the wall sign first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else we want to tell us about the wall sign?
Well, like I said, it'd be internally illuminated channel letters. You can see on it's no more than 15 feet above grade with each code. Originally, they wanted a painted logo, but it would have made it too high, so they eliminated that.
Okay.
Be attached to this is a This is the mounting detail. We have masonry fasteners. Sorry, in younger years I'll be able to see it without my glasses, but the letters will be up to 2 inches deep
Okay,
and flush to the wall.
16 inches high.
Yes, 1'4", 16 inches tall. Yes, by 17 foot 11 and 3/8.
You just got new glasses too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
They'll be LED illuminated with power supplies inside the building.
Okay.
So there won't be any wires or anything. You won't see any of
Right,
that.
exactly. Okay. All right. He's good. He's right at 15. Yeah, yeah, you maxed out the height at 15, so that's good.
We saw those before, too, which was nice.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I think we're in agreement. The wall sign looks good.
The wall sign's good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And you
the
said they're
next-
flush mounted. The letters are flush mounted to the.
Yeah, they're flush mounted to the wall.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
The
great.
next would be the
Projecting sign.
the projecting blade sign. It's 2 foot by 2'6". I'm sorry. The actual sign itself is 2 foot square.
Yes.
But it projects 2'6" from the building, so the sign will be 6 inches out from the building. And I realized earlier that the height for the blade sign didn't show well on the photographic rendering the company made, but it would be 8'1" and 3/4 inches to the bottom of it.
I'm sorry, how much to the bottom?
8 foot 1 3/4 of an inch.
Okay, so,
It's hard to see on the. It's really hard to see on the rendering that the Persona Triangle provided to us.
unfortunately, the code is 9 feet from grade.
Okay, well, if
Yeah.
we did discuss that with the folks from Persona. If we have to raise it to 9 feet, we
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay,
They're quite willing to do that.
all right, and then no higher than 12 feet from grade.
Well, yeah, so that would be 11 feet to the top of it, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, if it's 9 feet to the bottom, it'll be 11 feet to the top, yes.
And 4 square feet max? Yeah, right.
Yeah, the sign is, 4 square feet.
It doesn't include the bracket, right?
No, it's got to be pinned between 6 inches, 2 inches and 6 inches off the building. So you pinned it as far off as you can.
Okay,
Yeah, so either 2 inches up to 6 inches pinned off the building.
okay.
Non-illuminated.
And that is also illuminated? That's what they're asking?
Non-illuminated.
Oh, they're asking for illuminated, but if it can't be illuminated,
Cannot be
that's,
illuminated.
okay. Well, then, yeah, that, again, I was discussing it with the folks from them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said if they're not allowed to have it illuminated, then
No
they'll change it
illumination
to
on that side.
non-illumination.
Yeah.
Okay.
right.
So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a construction detail, but that's showing the lights. The construction of the sign will be the same, they'll just eliminate the lights.
Right.
So no lights.
Okay. So we'll ask you to, mock up new details. And when you go.
Oh, yeah,
permit,
we'll
present
revise
to
them,
the township,
revise
yeah,
everything, yes,
revise
and bring it to
plans.
the building department.
Sure.
Or, I'm sorry, zoning first in this township? I'm sorry, I work in so many townships, I can't keep track of everybody's
When you go in
procedure.
for permits and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
Just bring completed plans,
Yes.
changes.
The last would be the 2 sets of window vinyl. They'd be 9 inches overall by 2 foot and 11/16 of an inch. Sorry. And they would be 5 foot above.
20% of your windows.
I'm sorry.
Up to 20%.
I'm sorry, I misread this. It's four sets of window vinyl, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And they'd be 5 foot above the sidewalk to the center of the graphic. And they'll just be plain white sign vinyl.
Right, okay. I mean, you've got a lot of glass in that frontage, so, we have that 20% rule. And I think
Oh,
we're
yeah,
well-
yeah, they
well
have.
under that, well under that, so.
That's that one.
Section like that.
Yeah, that's the way it's measured. Yeah, but then if the glass is, within 20% of that. Right, the window, yeah. Okay, so the white graphics are fine. Yeah. What else do you want to bring before us tonight?
Well, that was just the 3 signs that they're asking for. Do you have
Okay.
any questions or anything else I
Well, I
can?
think, go ahead, Jane.
I do. You need to have the address of the building on the building. Sometimes they put it on the front door.
If that's required by code, I'm sure they would not mind putting, I guess,
It could
where,
be vinyl on the door, can be above the door, somewhere.
okay, yeah, I'm sure they'll be willing to do that, yes. Is there a requirement for that?
We can go over, there is a requirement to have the building numbers.
I mean, is there size or height or?
We can, I'll give you my
Okay.
card, we'll go over that. I can send you the information.
Great, thank you. Yes.
And I know you're just a sign fella, but you could probably pass it along. You'll see in town sometime the A-frame type signs on the sidewalk. They're against code.
They haven't asked me about anything
Okay,
like that.
all right.
Most places don't allow them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I
mhm.
mean, they
I have
pop
people-
up and, merchants have to take them down, but they're
Yes,
against
yeah,
code.
yeah, no, they're hardly ever allowed anywhere.
Okay.
It's a traffic, I mean, it's a
Yeah,
foot
it's
hazard.
Accident waiting to happen.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's that type
yeah.
of store.
I'm sorry?
I don't think it's that type of store.
No, it's more of a high-end, yeah, a place that I can't afford to shop at.
Closing the store in the mall?
Not as far, they didn't tell me about anything about that one I didn't know they had one in the mall.
They said that, yeah.
They did say yes.
I believe they are, yeah,
Last meeting?
Yeah, they
Mm,
are.
yeah.
That's one of the reasons they want to get finished.
yeah,
Probably not cheaper.
okay. All right, is there anything else you want to bring before us tonight?
Well, like I said, I mean, I have the samples if you want to physically see them.
No, I think we're good, yeah. So the
Yeah,
wall-
that was all, yeah, they were just, asking for the 3 signs that.
Randy, would you want the samples included with the application?
We don't need we don't need them.
Okay.
I would
They're-
think
it's
the only
printed.
thing, based on what I've heard tonight, is just make a note that there'll be no illumination.
Yes, absolutely,
Not a
for the
problem.
blade sign.
Yeah, and we're getting a card for you from me right now, so you can contact me later.
Okay,
Okay?
so
all right.
Okay, yeah.
Hopefully I have one with me. I have to have a new truck, and I don't know if I have any cards. but
You can just email me. 'cause,
Yes, okay,
We'll talk.
okay, thank you.
All right, very good,
So there are 3 different signs that they're looking for. One is the sign, that wall sign.
yeah,
What do you call the sign?
projecting sign.
Projecting signs.
And window decal.
And then the window decal
Yes,
signs.
yes.
For approval, there's 3 types.
Yes, three
Sign
signs,
types.
right.
3 sign types.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, I think, is it your turn?
Yeah, my turn.
I've been going back and forth, okay.
All right. For DRB 2025-51, for Ballard Design at 132 East Lancaster Avenue, I move for approval with the slight change that what's the technical term? The projecting sign will be 9 feet from grade and no higher than 12. It'll be non-illuminated, and the applicant will submit a mock-up of the new details, and the address has to be on the building.
Okay.
Okay, good. Very second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, terrific.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What's the plans for the hotel we just came in? You might have grabbed my set, maybe. I was looking for them. When you get a second.
The hotel?
I had a lot of notes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're in there. If not, don't sweat it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Okay, next tonight is DRB 2025-52, the application in St. Catharines at 116 South Aberdeen Avenue for a replacement fence. Hi there,
Hi, good evening.
how are you?
Fine, thanks. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Thank you for your patience.
This picture's a little small. Sorry, I haven't done this before. This is for a replacement fence.
Well, tell us who you are.
Oh, yes, sorry. Jeannie Mulvanity. I'm the principal at St. Catherine of Siena School in Wayne. We're located at 116 South Aberdeen Avenue on the corner of Aberdeen and Midland. And we're looking to replace the exterior fence that is on Midland Avenue and extends to Aberdeen Avenue. The fence is currently black chain link fence, and it's 4 feet high. It's a little bit in disrepair, but what's most troubling is that it is too short to contain all of the balls that fly out at recess.
Gotcha.
And so the balls often fly out into traffic, and it's a danger to people in the neighborhood. And also, kids in the neighborhood like to use the playground, even when school is not in session, and lots of kids climb over the fence because it's easy to climb over a 4-foot fence, and that leads to the further disrepair of the fence. And so we received a safety grant from the state, and we would like to use that money. We've been approved to use that money to replace the fence, but we would like to replace it with a higher level fence. So you can see here in the very front of the back entrance of the school, this is on Midland Avenue. That is currently 4-foot fence, and that height would remain at 4 feet. Then as you go down a little further along Midland Avenue and around to the corner, we would like that extended to 8 feet, with the exception of 2 spots here and here right behind the basketball hoops, where if you've passed by recently, there is already a 12-foot chain link that is right behind the basketball hoop only, again, just to contain the balls. So again, it would be 8 foot for the duration surrounding the playground area, with just those 2 areas extending up to 12 feet. And I measured those 2 spots. It's about 18 feet each behind both of those hoops. And again, it would still be that black chain link material. It would just be higher.
Yeah. So that you wouldn't really change. Since
Right.
in
It's
place.
the design is not really changing. And the reason why we chose the chain link, because we were looking at other options as well. We had spoken with some of the traffic officers, and they said that that is the best option for traffic to see through. And because it's a corner, they recommended that we keep it chain link, and we think the black is the most tasteful looking for the neighborhood. So that's what we're going for.
What do you guys feel about
Can I
that?
clarify this so I understand? So
Okay.
the fence, I'll start at Midland from the corner from Lancaster there?
So,
The first section.
right, so this small area,
Tell me what it currently is. It's currently
It's-
4 foot?
it's currently 4 foot,
Or you propose-
with the exception of these 2 small,
No. Let's just stay before the entrance to the parking lot.
right here?
That was right there. It's currently 4 foot?
Yes,
You're proposing,
4 foot right there.
okay? Next
Yes.
section.
The next section, we propose 8 foot, with the exception of these 2 little spots behind the basketball net, and that would be 12 feet.
Okay.
And then the side area along the Aberdeen side would be 8 foot,
And
correct?
Currently 4 foot.
Currently 4 foot,
12-foot section that you described behind the basketball court.
correct, but that's on the Midland Avenue side,
Midland Avenue side.
correct.
And Jane, you had a comment?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're going to have to go for a variance.
We already received a
The
variance.
zoning, did you bring it with you?
We did, no, I don't have a copy of it with me, but we did attend the Radnor meeting last month, and that was approved at that
Zoning?
meeting. And then they said that we
Zoning
needed.
board?
Yes, Radnor Zoning Board.
You don't have it with you. You don't have it either.
Well, we can check, and you can also make application. If this board approves this design as
Right.
proposed tonight, we can then check against, you provide the, we'll provide that information. If, you know,
Yeah.
not having it here is not an issue.
Okay, thanks.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't know I needed that for tonight.
Understood. And what we'll do is just double check.
Okay,
You know, but if you've been to zoning hearing board, if you've presented this, the same as tonight, then there should be no issues.
yeah, I did that on July 17th, I believe was the date.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can check that
All right,
information.
good.
Okay,
Okay.
so that shouldn't sway your voting, just, you
Right.
go ahead and approve it on the aesthetics that you have, and,
Sure.
you know, but you have that, we'll look at that upon application for the permit.
Okay, thanks.
Go ahead.
I think chain link's pretty ugly, but what are
We
you
got
gonna do?
kids. like
Yeah, I
kids
know.
And balls, like, that's
And I
it.
would think,
Kids and balls, that's it.
yeah,
You're-
it's
you're-
tough to, if you're throwing a
Pretty
tennis ball out there,
can't.
it's got to be something pretty small,
Yeah,
you know, right? You can't have a,
A basketball,
you know,
soccer
like
ball.
the Agnes
and
Irwin fence.
Oh,
You know,
why
balls are going to go through that. So,
Dodgeball.
I understand, Jane, and I agree. It's not my favorite either.
You have
Um,
you don't have
If,
a choice.
if it makes you feel better, we did contact all the neighbors back in December. I
Yeah,
did
but mean,
write
it
them
looks like you're
letters.
caging the kids.
yeah.
I know, I
Are the
understand.
neighbors okay with it?
We didn't receive any response. I invited them into my office, and I didn't receive any response. I also, on another matter, had many of the neighbors in my office regarding the car line. Separate matter, but we did discuss the fence, so they knew that it was coming and did not object to it at that time. And then, of course, when we went through the process in July, the neighbors were contacted again, and we didn't have any objection to it at that point. So I hear what you're saying, though, Jane, and I
It's
appreciate
okay, I'm
it.
just saying.
But you are a school. So let's-
We are,
we'll
and
be
I
realistic.
do,
And we
yeah.
appreciate you
I'm
being
in the
sensitive.
playground, and I see the balls go over, and frankly, I do worry about the safety, and there's going to be more traffic there with Wawa, and the balls go over and they hit the cars, and
But the neighbors have to understand, they live across from a school.
Oh,
That's-
and the
sometimes
school's
they get
been there a while.
confused.
Yeah.
The school's been there for a long time.
it could be jarring for a driver
Yeah.
if a ball
It could
comes over.
swerve, it could- you don't know what could happen. No,
Correct,
we're-
yeah.
I'm fine.
No, no, no.
So you're the principal? That's
I
it?
am,
How long have
yes.
you been there as a principal?
Last year was my first year,
Oh, okay.
so,
All right, good.
yes.
Okay.
St. Catherine's used to be only a girls' school.
Really?
Really?
It was a girls' school when, oh God, I'm old.
You let the cat out, yeah.
Anyway, because it was so far out from the Catholic high schools in the city that they had a girls' school there, all the way through high school, I think,
She did
pretty
the,
sure.
Ballard. You did Ballard, right?
Hmm?
You did Ballard. You did
Yeah,
51,
yeah,
right?
no, no.
So
But
under
also,
that
there's one other question, one other thing I just want to bring up, because signs are our big thing. And I know that you've had your banner sign hanging on the old fence for over a year now, and that's a temporary sign, and that can't hang there for that long. So I hope if you consider putting up other signs on this fence, you know that there's how long can they leave temporary signs up? About 30 days,
30-day is,
Yeah,
I
so.
believe, the limit for banner signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were to use it for, say, to promote something in the spring where it
Yeah.
was up for 10 days, the 30 days is for the year. So you could then notify us and say, hey, I only did 10 days. I'm going to use it again in the fall for another 10, and in the holidays for another 10.
Yeah.
You can break it up.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you know.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, good. Any other comments for our board? Questions, comments? You're good?
That's it.
Okay, Greg, you want to take it?
Yeah.
For consideration of application number DRB 2025-52, motion to approve for St. Catherine's of Siena School located at 116 South Aberdeen Avenue, Wayne, PA. The approval is to replace the existing 4-foot chain link fence around the playground with an 8-foot chain link fence, same black color, as well as the replacement for the 12-foot section behind the basketball court. Also, this is contingent on receiving the zoning approval from the zoning board.
Okay.
You already have that.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Aye.
you.
Good luck.
Appreciate
with everything.
it.
Good luck with everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Aye.
And then how do I make sure that the zoning and you guys talk to each other and everything's official?
They'll take
I
care
go
of
to
it.
you.
They're
All
smart.
right.
They're real smart.
Thanks, thank you. All right. Last on tonight's agenda,
Thank you for your patience.
yeah. DRB 2025-53, the application at 193 to 197 East Lancaster Avenue for exterior alterations, wall signage, window signage, zoned under the Wayne Business Overlay District. Welcome.
Thank you.
You got a new business in town, huh?
That's right.
You want to tell us a little bit
Coming
about
soon.
it?
So I'll let
Regini speak at
It's,
that?
here's your 30-second commercial, all right?
Yeah,
You can't do
yeah.
much outside. I hear it's pouring rain from the sounds of it, so.
And you're
Yeah.
on video, so.
Yeah.
Commercial.
My name is Regini Parma. I'm also a resident of Radnor Township as well. Opening a wine bar and shop over where Cowan's Flowers used to be. We're going to be focused on natural wines and sustainability featured by women. So women owners, women investors in wine, women winemakers. So very excited
Nice.
to launch in the
Organic
community.
wines
Yeah.
too? Organic? Organic wines?
Organic, yeah. So natural, leading with natural, but organic, biodynamic as well. Yeah.
All wine was natural.
What's that? What's the?
I thought all wine was natural. 'cause
Oh
you got the
no!
grapes.
Natural means, real quick. Natural means that it hasn't been manipulated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all those toxins are out.
Learn something new every day.
All right. So we've got a lot to go over, and you know what, let's just start. You're going to paint the exterior of the building, correct?
Correct,
In
yep.
your position here tonight, are you the
I'm
architect?
just going to say, yep, Brad Gerisi, yes, so with Gerisi Design.
Okay. you're
So I'm the
design-
architect here with Regini, yes.
Okay, good. Great to have you here.
Yep,
So,
thank you.
Yeah, let's just start with the paint color. I think everybody knows where Cowan's Flowers.
Exactly.
So we know the location.
So just going to share these photos real quick. You probably see them
Yeah,
in
you
your
can-
packet.
You can go
You sure?
whatever order you want. You're
Okay.
the boss.
I was just going to say, that just to, you know, everybody knows what the existing building looks like. I think we're all familiar with that. And then, as you can see, you'll see what the layout of the space is once you get inside. That's just for everybody's reference. And then here we go. So this is the existing frontage of the building. So we are looking to make several improvements to the building. I'm sure you've seen it recently. And starting with just painting the existing stucco. So on the next sheet here, you can see the proposed.
I'm assuming that's repair and paint.
It is repair and paint, yes. There's a
Just
couple
checking.
couple areas that
Yep,
that we
ask
do
those
need to
questions.
touch, yes. So we do have a couple areas that are, you know, already been and are being prepared as, or repaired as part of the construction process for the improvements. The painting is coming. Obviously, we had to wait on that until we get our, you know, approvals with this. So we are looking to paint the exterior. It's still going to be a relatively neutral color that you can see here. So that paints the stucco. We're actually also looking to paint the coping along the top of the building. That's a branded, you know, Nature's Vin green color that kind of works with the signage. So it's actually the same color as our signage that we're putting up there.
Do you have samples of the colors?
I don't have samples, you know, just other than what we've noted on the drawings here.
So note the colors on your application.
They are noted on here, and we'll make sure on any other permit applications for signage, they're all noted on there.
Just when you say, one of the colors says Nature's Vin Cream, do you have a branding? Is this your first restaurant, or is there others?
I'm sorry.
So there's actually on this
Want to answer
page,
the question on the mic there?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
just say-
yeah.
okay.
No, this is the first one.
Okay, but it's your own branding of your color. It says Natural's Vin Cream. I assume that's your branding color of cream,
It is in the color palette. Yes.
color palette.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
and actually, that's where you can kind of see down here, we gave the specific Pantone color and the, you know,
Gotcha,
designation
good.
that we have there.
Great. Okay, so we're good with the color?
Oh, yeah, we're good with the color. It's not
okay.
white and black.
All
I
right.
love it.
Yep, so we have, it's, like I said, slightly off-white, relatively neutral,
Yeah.
you know, cream color. Green, you know, we're putting on the coping around the top of the building. We're actually looking to paint the trim around the existing second floor windows there black, and that is to match the black storefront. It's existing black storefront, we're gonna freshen it up with a new black paint, essentially. And the existing awning, which has been just recently repaired, we're going to paint that black as well. So that's all ties together with the same accent color. The underside of the awning, which you can't really see here, we're actually going to replace the underside of the awning. It's a soffit material with a new aluminum soffit. That'll be that same green color.
So that's a metal awning, correct?
Correct. It's a standing seam metal fixed awning. It's existing there. We're just looking to paint it to clean it up.
What kind of condition is it in itself?
It's the repairs have been made to the area that was damaged, like a truck backed into it at some point a while
I
back.
noticed like the left side, it looked like I drove by and noticed something was going on with the left side.
Yes, that's where the repair was done to just to fix that damage from somebody backing into it.
Okay.
And now we're looking to paint the whole thing to freshen it up because it's, you know, a little worn.
All right, you guys good with that then?
Yes.
You don't get involved with paint that's going to be durable or anything.
No, that'd be up to them, but yeah.
Unlike what we do, when there's new things, it says it's a
so we're good with that.
I'm good with
You're-
it.
And you go with the black.
I'm good with the black.
Yep, and then the underside of that soffit would be the same green color, just to
Yeah.
tie into the other colors, yep.
Okay,
And then, like I said, we're freshening up the storefront. So the existing storefront windows, that's these three that you see here. And then there's one that's on the alley side as well. Those are all existing black frames. We're just going to touch those up with new black paint to
okay,
get them
good.
nice and
Are they
clean.
in pretty good shape and everything?
They're in decent shape, yeah. And there is a broken pane of glass that's getting replaced, but
Right.
that's just,
Okay.
replacing kind.
All right.
And then there's actually new storefront doors. So it's hard to see in a 2D image here, but I'll show you in the photos that I can go back to. So if you actually look, these are the entrances. It's an alcove that sets in.
Yeah, yeah.
So this entrance that you're looking at right here on the left side, that's actually going to be the entrance into the wine bar side of it. And that is getting replaced with new black frame storefront entry door. Yep. And then the other side, which is this side, which would be the east entrance into the wine shop, is also getting replaced with a new storefront entry door. That'll be black to match the existing.
Okay. So is there really like 4 doors on the front, because you have the upstairs tenants?
There is 4 doors, and we're actually planning to replace those existing apartment doors that you see here, that again are in kind of rough shape,
Okay.
with new, solid entry doors there. And the idea is those will be painted to match the stucco, so everything looks nice and clean and fresh. And yep,
Okay, good.
And also make a good visual, these are not the way in. These are-
correct. That was the other part of it. Yes. So in terms of the painting on the building, that's essentially what we're doing on the exterior, and you could see the side elevation, the same thing. So this is on the Luella
Right.
side, painting the stucco, painting the frames around the existing windows, and then painting the green coping, same thing.
What sizing of that logo?
Well, we'll wait to the very end for the signs.
So those are the, exterior alterations and improvements that we're
How about
proposing to make.
new lighting on the exterior?
There's existing lighting in the soffit under the awning. We
Yeah.
were just replacing in kind. It's
Okay.
the same location, same, just exterior, recessed fixtures
Okay.
there.
And you might have heard with the last application about the address number.
We know we need to basically we'll have 4 addresses. One,
Right.
because of the way this property is set up, yep.
So the retail part and the actual restaurant part, we'll call it, the 2 different addresses?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a interesting
Okay.
little setup there with,
Yes, yeah.
it's actually 2 parcels,
Right.
but has 4 addresses because
Sure,
of the
sure.
door entries.
All right. Just out of curiosity, the trash will be around the back?
The trash is actually in the alley.
It's in the alley?
Yep, so it's up, set back in the alley.
Right.
They retrieve it from there. There's several properties that all have their trash in that
Okay.
alley.
That's probably where the awning got clipped, I imagine. Maybe
It's
a trash truck
possible,
going in the
yeah.
awning, or going in the alley? Yeah.
Or a delivery truck. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like the height of a truck that hit it
Right,
at some
right,
point.
okay.
And there is a door, an access door to the alley from inside the store. We'll show you that on the plan. It's probably easiest to see that. So if you actually look right here, there's going to be a door there that gives you access to the alley.
You think the trash will be visible from Route 30 or not? I mean, we asked
No more than
trash
it is currently. It's way in the back of the alley.
We usually ask that they be screened.
And but they share the bins with like the neighborhood league.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
They're all back there.
Okay.
there's multiple businesses with dumpsters back there.
If you're dropping stuff off to the alley door, or your sister volunteers at the alley door, either one,
Yeah.
that's how they come and go, and that's where their trash is.
Okay,
Correct, yes.
okay. All right. Anything else on the exterior you want to go over with us besides signage?
I believe that touches on all the alterations other than the signage. And then the other element is the wall graphics with those vines.
Okay.
So it's being fabricated by the signage contractor, but it's something that's, a decorative application to the building.
So let me just backtrack here. You guys are good with the exterior
Yeah.
renovations and
Yeah.
stuff? Everything's good there? Okay. All right. So let's look into the signs just a little closer, the dimensions and stuff like that.
Sure thing, of course. So I'll start on the Luella side here. We have this round NV, that's for Nature's Vin, the round application sign. Let me pull that sheet up here. So that's this sign that we have here. So it's essentially 52 inches by 52 inches.
Right.
And the location is relatively centered, close to centered below those, second floor windows you could see on the elevation here, set back off the corner slightly. And in terms of area, on this side elevation, our sign, we're allowed 32 square feet max for wall signs. And we are proposing just under 19 square feet for that sign in terms of square footage. And then in terms of the total sign area, same thing under that.
What do you think? I mean, they're nice, they're clean, they're
Oh,
nice.
it's very nice, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I just worry a little bit about visibility with cars and stuff and SUVs in front. I mean,
So
yeah, it's,
we did do some little like standing out there, doing
Yeah.
mock-ups, checking with visibility coming down the street, trees, vehicles. This was the most visible location. We tried a bunch of different spots to make sure this would be visible. And essentially what it is, you can see the daytime, obviously the colors is what you're going to see with the sign. It's a rear illuminated sign. So similar to what the other gentleman was sharing in his presentation, the lights are behind the sign and it kind of lights the back panel up.
yeah.
So at night, this kind of gives you a rough idea, at night, what we're hoping the visual would be.
Sure. You guys like that? I think it'll look good, yeah, I think it'll be nice. I think especially in that usage for that type of business.
Oh, yeah, I think it's very nice.
Yeah, it kind of fits the look.
Excellent.
It is, yes, it is,
That thing cut in the middle is just hard.
yeah. Okay, and the front signage, you guys are
Yep.
looking good
So with the,
Fine with it too.
We got
Okay.
a couple signs here.
so with the front signage here, I'll start with this one that we have, the rectangular sign that's on the right side of the building. And that's outside the 197 East Lancaster Ave there.
So that's going to be illuminated, the rectangular sign.
Similar, yes, in that the letters are illuminated on the
Yes.
backside, and then it's a flat panel that it's basically illuminating
Right.
onto.
Okay.
So that's what you're seeing here, and that's essentially a 20.5-inch high by 93-inch long sign. So for this frontage, that's the only sign that's being applied to the wall on this one. And then we also have on the 197 property, and that's how I'm kind of, because it's separate parcels, we have the Nature's Vin rectangular sign there, but then we will also have on the door, a door sign on the new doors here that actually says, we'll say shop on that side, right? So we're trying to delineate, so people know which side to go into. So that's our total signage for the 197 property. And then just while I have this one up, we have the drink is written on the other side for 193. And then as we move over to the 193 side, we have the NV logo sign, and this is 24 inches by 24 inches. And that's right here in between the two storefront windows. So when we look at the calculation of the area for 197, we're allowed a total of 15 square foot max, and we are at 13.24 for wall signs, and then plus the shop. That brings our total to 13.42, and we're allowed a maximum sign area of 56 square feet, so well under the maximum allowable. And then when you're looking at the NV logo sign and the window sign for the entrance on this side, the actual wall sign for the NV is 4 square feet and within a 15 square foot allowance. And the window sign added to that brings us to 4.22 square feet out of 56 total.
Good. And that's not illuminated, that sign?
That's not illuminated, no. That's just a application.
Yeah. Looks like you did your homework.
We try to come prepared.
Application, yeah. Very complete.
We wanna make sure it's easy for you guys.
What about, did these come and play as a sign or not?
It's funny, the vines.
I
We
know.
had that with Burton's, basically.
I saw this already.
Yeah, and it's kind of a design element to the building, so.
Wouldn't count as a
Here we
sign.
go.
Yeah,
We knew
and we
this
just
was
had
gonna-
Starbucks, remember?
We knew this was
Yeah,
going to happen.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Starbucks.
As soon as you approve
a
one,
month or
you're
two
going to see
ago.
them again.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it'll be Burma shade.
Yeah, so I think that's, like I say, it's not really signage, more of a design element on the
Okay.
building, right? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you
It's a
don't,
mural,
but you
but
do.
you can call it what you want.
Right, right, exactly,
If I was doing it, it would be a mural.
right, yeah. Andy, what's your take on that? Those vines painted on the building, I mean, Burton's did the painting on the building and all, I mean, the township approved it, so,
So just to make sure,
I think it adds to the township, my personal opinion.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Oh, I don't think it's bad. I'm
It's not
just
bad.
saying. We're gonna-
Yeah.
Here we go.
and just to be clear, it's not painted on, it's actually just like
I
a
know.
cut element.
It's-
Okay.
it's
Just
sort
wanted to
of
make sure.
Harkening back to Cohen's Floors.
Okay. that's-
Excellent.
I like that. Yeah.
There you
He
go.
said It's always been here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the extent of our exterior alterations and signage.
Did a great job. I have no problems. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm fine. I can just say approved.
Everything looks
Very,
good.
very prepared. Makes it a lot easier for us to go through it.
Yeah.
And you probably heard
Thanks for saying that.
earlier, there's no A-frame signs allowed out front. Like sandwich boards, you're not allowed to have those out front.
A-frames, yeah.
Yeah, so don't buy one.
Okay.
All right, save your money.
on my list.
Okay, great. All right.
Excellent.
So I don't know whose turn it is to make a motion here. Jane?
Yeah.
Okay.
For DRB 2025-53 for VIN, oh gosh, I can't remember things from one day's end to the next. VIN Natural, Nature's VIN, it's close, at, okay, 193 to 197 East Lancaster Avenue, Wayne. The exterior alteration shall include painting the exterior stucco, the awning, the window trim, the coping, the new awning soffit, painting the existing storefront window frames, the new storefront entry doors, new exterior signage and graphics on the south and east elevations. I move for approval.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Lots of
you.
luck to you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, thanks.
I
All right,
really
guys.
like it. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
We're
Any other
looking forward
business
to
for
it.
our board tonight, or? I think that
I was gonna find
concludes
you.
our business for tonight. Thanks.
Good night,
We'll
thank
see you next
you.
month. Thank you.